Hey guys, you're watching the one and only. My name is AJ. Welcome back to an episode of Let's Build a City. Today, we're going to, I think, hopefully finish off the exterior to the dentist here. We had a cracking head start last episode and got a bunch of this done. So without further ado, let's not waste any time and let's just start filling in all of the parts that we can easily fill in. So we can fill up that part and this part and then put the window top along the edge there. We know that there's 2 blocks between the window from last episode. We pop that in there and we have the same window as what we've got over there. I might even put the slabs on there. We can do that at the end of the rest of them. Okay, same over here. Now there's no real reason to use World Edit here. By the time we click and we make our zones, we'd already finished it. So we'll put that in there. We'll go over to this one and we shall fill this in like that. Boop, boop. Okay, this edge wall here should again be very simple. We'll pop the red line along here, and you know what? I think we will just fill this in first. Set brick, and then I can poke out where we want the windows to be. I can't I could fit a window in there, but I think, again, like I done last episode, I'm going to put windows in everywhere first, and then we'll take them out as we go. At the moment, I think this is too many windows. We've got too many windows going on around here. I mean, a dentist, you want a lot of light in a dentist, right? You want a lot of light coming through the room, so you can see a lot easier. But there's still a sort of privacy thing. Obviously, you're going to have staff room and reception areas and stuff like that really don't require like 13 windows all going into the same room. It just doesn't make sense. Okay, but there is all of our walls up. That feels really, really nice. Let's start on the roof here. So I think I'm going to go with a quartz edging like this, but I'm not going to do I'm going to do like an edging on the peaks, but not around the edge of the building, only because this building has quartz edges around it, and it might sort of look a little bit together, if you like, too similar. But instead of using the stone brick stairs, we're going to use the nether brick stairs. I like to switch them up if we're like near 2 buildings that have grey roofs. I always like to make one of them one block and one the other. Just personal opinion. Some people like to have all of the roof textures like exactly the same all the way around. That's absolutely fine. If you want to do it that way, I like to have them a little bit different because I feel that not all roofs are made out of the same tiles and stuff. You know, you go to a housing area, they might not all have the same. You know, slightly newer, slightly older, or discoloration, or just different colours in general. But seeing as though we don't have like a tile block in the game, if you think of a normal red tiled house tile thing, we don't have them. So all of our roofs in our city are like a grey, which works really well for us. It's more of a slate style going on. Yeah, I like to just mix it up just a little bit. So I'll put a peak on here. It's the standard way that we do roofs on our channel. We always start off with the peaks and we go from there. So this was going to be a little bit tricky. I'm going to place them down as if this was sort of protruding rather than recessing. And when it comes to that middle part, if it ties in well, then great. If it doesn't, then we figure it out then. It's like a saying, a life saying of mine. What are they called? Life saying, things that you go by. I can't remember what the actual word is. Yeah, it's sort of a do it now, worry about it later. You know, the problems will always fix themselves if you just wait for the right time. So we'll pop these down here and pop those. Oops, like that. Okay, very nice. Now this middle part is going to actually be flat. So apart from these middle, I've actually decided that I think I want these to join up together to be like almost like a solid, maybe even old style chimney pot top or something like that. I don't know if I want the quartz. It might be a little bit harsh to put the quartz all the way along the middle there. It might look a little bit too white. I don't know. Unless we make it a feature. Let's try it. I mean, I'll put them across. I'm actually not disliking it too much. I actually don't mind that all that much. But I think maybe we need something like a little flick. A little flick up on the ends or something like that. Maybe even like a flick and like an antler. I don't want to go too Nordic or too medieval. But I sort of like that. I sort of like that. It sort of matches what we're going to be doing with the windows, see? You know, with these sort of arches over the top, these sort of almost awning-like things. I think I don't mind that too much. Okay, let's grab a full... Oh, I've got full quartz block. Beautiful. No, let's go with stairs, actually. Upside down stairs. And I'm just going to run them on those... Basically, I think just those 4 blocks. And on these 4 blocks. And it's a little bit more on this side because, again, it wraps around this corner here. And then... Oh, that sort of needs to go around like that. Or I put that... Nope, that's not going to work. No, I think that's actually... For connection reasons, I'm going to go with the upside down quartz one instead of the right way up grey one. It'll just match up a lot better. Is that in line? That's in line with each other. Cool. Okay, so now let's just place down all of the greys. Now there's a sort of cheaty method that I can do for this. I'm going to put down 1, if I can place them correctly. And I'm going to stand right on here and copy. Paste. Paste. Oops, a little bit too high. There's probably even faster ways to do it than that. But yeah. And then, like, you can rotate it or flip it and do it that way. I just find it easier to do one on the other side. And then there's no way you can get it wrong then. And just copy, paste, 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 paste. Oops. I fell down that little half slab then. Oops. Okay. Same here. See how this part isn't like gonna join up friendly? It has like a little gap going on. I think I'm gonna put that in like that. It goes through a lot. If I turn it, yeah, if I turn it, it just joins up all neater. There. Swap with that one. That's a little bit weird. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, I think I like the bottom of them being upside down. Oh, I think that looks really smart. It doesn't really matter on that one. It will on here, though. And then that one needs to be swapped up to quartz. Oh, that's a really cool little effect. It's like a little flick out at the bottom. Oh, that looks so cool. Last bit. No. Oh yeah. Oh, that's really subtle, but that's really quite cool. I like that a lot. All right, so we'll put these down on this side now. It goes down one more block there. It shouldn't, you know, just take them away. Be easier. That one and that one. Copy. Paste. 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 Full down. And then this side. Okay. So that's the tricky part of the roof. In fact, that's probably the hardest part of the whole build done, is popping those on. This flat area here should just join up quite nicely now. You know what? I think I was right by having these here. It needs to... trouble is, I sort of would want to have the flick here. Basically, now on this slab, so we swap it to the stone, so we don't have like all of that grey. And it's going to go on this level here. So it sits half a block lower than the quartz stairs that wrap around the outside, just so you get a little bit of drop on there. But as you can see, if I come down here, we're going to have this sort of void area going on there. So that needs to be sorted. And it should be our last hurdle, really. Then everything else is just putting down the details, all the little window edges and the glass, and really finishing parts off. But yeah, if that goes like that, I suppose it won't matter then, will it? Because you could just go like this, and it joins all up beautifully. Oh, we're geniuses. I need the slab. Drop. There we go. So these need to be swapped for upside down ones. Oh, I see a little hole there. That quartz one needs to be changed to be turning. Like that. Huh? Oh. Good. Not good. Oh, that's a little bit annoying. What if I don't like that? Because it's not going to make any... Yeah. It makes no difference to the look of it at all, but it just fixes that. Cool. Okay, so this should mean that we now have a solid shell, a solid building, right? No gaps anywhere in the top, nothing like that. I think that's really cool. I really like this sort of little middle brick part going up. It just takes away a completely bare flat roof. Oh, look, had the same problem here where we flick those upside down. If I just aim that way, that just fixes that as well. Yeah, instead of having like a flat roof, nothing going on, it just puts a little peak on there. Puts a little bit of interest on there. I don't think I want that. I don't know. I'm really torn between that gives it a really nice straight line, which obviously the building's sort of going for. But this, ooh, you're making a mess. This really sort of makes it protrude. No, I think I actually like the quartz going along it. I didn't think I would. So I have that like that. Okay. Pop the windows in. Not too hard. Replace air with 160. Oh, in fact, let's back up and see where we want windows and where we don't. So I think on the front, I want all of the windows that we've got. I think that looks really nice. On the side here, I think I'm going to take out one window. Just like that. So we have the 3. On the back here, I actually like all 4 and those 2 in there. On the back, I think I like those 4 there. That's fine because we've got a nice big bit of brick in the middle. On this one, I'm going to take out the 2 on this left-hand side to just leave us the 2 on the right-hand side. And the back here, I mean, there's not much point having really many windows in here at all. I'm going to take that one out and this one out. So you get like a diagonal thing going on. And then I'm going to take this one out and this one out. So we get those sort of 2 on the front there. That lets the most light through. Okay. Boom. We'll pop all of the glass in here. I told you guys it's super quick to do. Imagine placing those by hand. It takes forever. Like, I'm not kidding you. At least for me, I always find it tricky trying to line my fingers up, like line the mouse up to be able to click the on the little panes. I find it really difficult to do. So this is a literal lifesaver. Oh, we've got a little another little flick to fix. There we go. I'd rather find the flicks now than you guys let me know in the comment section. I feel like, no, I missed something again when I get it wrong. Okay. And there. Now, next step is to put around all of these They're almost like little eyebrows on them. Ooh, I wonder if we can put like a quartz door frame on here as well. Just a little short one. Yeah, I really like that. That's really quite cool. These are going to be very tight to the tops of our... It might look okay still, but they're actually going to be touching the tops of our roof section. Oops. Very tricky to weave your way in between all those. Yeah, I think I like that. You know what is really frustrating though, is that there's one block between that part of the window and this wall, and there's 2 blocks on that side. I really, as annoying as this is, I need to either pull the building across by 1 block or shrink it down by 1. I think I'm going to shrink it by 1. It needs to be done. It needs to be done. Oh, what a mistake. Again, oops. At least I noticed. That one shouldn't destroy us too much. Cut. Paste. Okay, everything looks fine from the angle I'm standing at. The roof somehow has ended up being fine. That side looks good. And that side looks good. It looks like I clicked on the exact spots to not bust everything. Alright, because we don't have the room now because of this sort of awning thing that we've got, or like sort of entryway that we've got going on, we're just going to put slabs above those ones. Can you guys tell, again, I've got a little bit of a cold. Can you guys tell, have you noticed through the video that I'm a bit, like, nasally? I don't know what's going on. It's really annoying. I just can't seem to shake. Like, I think I've got rid of the cold, gotten rid of it, and then it comes back with a vengeance again. And I get this sort of nose blocked situation, and then I get rid of it again, and then it comes back. I can't seem to lose it. Oh, that's why. Upside down. So what's going on here? Why doesn't this look like the rest of them around here? You know what? I'll be back. There's a lot of windows. Alright, just saved you guys a few minutes of your life. So, if we get some leaves now, we can just decorate it up a little bit. Really simple, because we haven't left ourselves, in a good way, too much room around the edge of the building here. So we can just sort of do a nice little dentistry style bush going around the front. They always have these sort of things going on. They try and give you the illusion that it's all safe and friendly. Like that. Especially in this area, as there's no windows there, it just really brings that up a little bit. Around the back here, I'm really not bothered. Same as down here. I'm not hugely bothered down here. I'll put a long bush down here, and I think we'll probably put a path that leads through here. But where this path leads to, I don't know. Like there's nothing here. You could actually fit I think you could fit a road down here and then turn it and go down that way, but you wouldn't have any room to put a building on the left or right, so you'd have to tree it up left and the right here, and it doesn't go anywhere. Like, I could make it turn right and join up to that one if we really wanted to, and put a T-junction in on the tunnel itself, but I sort of like having the one road leading there. Why would you have a road there and there? Like, I don't know. I sort of like the one road leading through the tunnel for it. So yeah, I'm really not quite sure. Let's stick down some slabs though here. Let's just start off this end. We'll just pop them onto here for the moment. We'll replace air with 44.6, and I'll just run it around the back of the building just a little bit. Oops. Like that. Click it. Click it. So I'm not a huge fan of this either. This area, can I fit just a couple of car parking spots down here? Is it long enough? I need 6 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it is. Oh, excellent. Okay. I might get rid of that then. Now if we're having car parking spots here, we shouldn't need that bush. Makes a lot of sense. What do we start them? What end do we start them from? This end? Let's go like this. Set stone. And then let's have a guess at that one. But if not, we'll do this one. No, I would have had it wrong. Because of course I would. Oh no, I destroyed the wrong one. There we go. Okay, so we want 3 blocks. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is really unique because I've never been to a dentist that has car parking spaces. They just, none of them ever seem to have them. Okay, and then we'll just tidy that up like that. In fact, I probably don't need that last line. I could just probably put a nice proper path in there. Drop that down there. That looks neat, nice and neat. It sort of looks a little bit neater up and around here anyway. I think if we probably extend this out, I really shouldn't be worrying about this at all. But if we do that, so I'll probably, if I ever build anything here, it'll probably be trees to be honest, but if I ever build anything now, I'm only going to have to flatten this down anyway. It's sort of a waste of time terraforming it up a little bit. I think it'll look neater. I think the path will look neater doing it this way. You see, it's just nice straight, dead straight path there. I'll even change these up. Look at that. Boom. Sweet. Let's take these out. All the way along here. Now, I must admit, I tend to like to have a little flick around, but maybe we can get away with it on this one. Let's get rid of that. Wand. Pop you down there. Pop you down there. Do that. Get you to go there. We'll just put a white line down here so you know that you can go in there. It's the edge of the road. Beautiful. And then along the front here. Where'd my one go? We'll pop these down. That one. That's the one I need. And then little entrance on here. I think I'll go with stone brick. Stone brick stairs. Like that. And then probably just a full block. Not the monster egg one. Normal one. And grab some glass. Just put it on the top like that. What about that? What do we think of that, guys? I think that's a beautiful little dentist. Really cool, really old style. The red line through the middle is subtle. You don't really notice it, but when you look for it, it's there. It sort of separates the top and the bottom really nicely, really neatly. There's not too much wacky stuff going on. You know, we've got a nice sort of coving on top of all of the windows. The size of it is really cool. The spacing, the planning of like the gaps between them was really important because it's really pulled it all together. I really like this. I really like this as a little building. Really not complicated either. We really threw that together really well. Alright guys, if you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you haven't already, then feel free to subscribe. We shall see you in the next episode. Bye!